Hi, this is Todd with Choice for Christ Ministries. Today's December the 17th, 2009. We have a great concern, many Americans, that Iran's threat not only to the U.S. but to Israel. And it's a very big question among American people like myself and many others as to why President Obama is not taking action against Iran. I mean, these sanctions and these talks is not what Israel needs. Israel needs the United States of America, the military force, to help them take out Iran's nuclear facility. You know, and I don't know what President Obama's hesitation is and why he chooses not. But as I read scripts from what he has said in Turkey, when he on April the 6th, 2009, said, "Let me say this as clearly as I can. The United States is not and will never be at war with Islam." End quote. Quote, "The United States has been enriched by Muslim Americans. Many other Americans have Muslims in their family or live in a Muslim majority country. I know because I am one of them." End quote. A source from BBC News. I mean, how in the world can any president say that we will never be at war with Islam or a Muslim nation? It's strictly to go out of his way to say, quote, "Let me say this clearly as I can, the United States is not and will never be at war with Islam." How can you make such a statement when all the third world countries are Islamic? Does that mean we will never engage in war? Al-Qaeda doesn't count as a country. I don't get it. How can any president say that kind of statement? Because that puts restrictions based on, I don't see how any leader or president of the United States could even come close to saying such a thing and meaning it. So what does that mean? Are we not going into Iran because Obama said Obama does not want to go against a Muslim nation, Islam nation, because he made a vow? Why is the United States not going in and taking out this facility? It should have been done already. And I guess that's my biggest question, as many other Americans, because to the president, because the United States has always been Israel's ally. And U.S. has stood by Israel even during the Gulf War back in the 90s, side by side, never been ashamed. Now, all of a sudden, with our president, we, for some reason, it looks like we are breaking ties or something with Israel. And I cannot find any logical reason for that. And Iran is a Muslim nation. Iran is an Islamic nation. So if our president says that we will never be at war, what are you saying, Mr. President Obama? I'm personally asking, as well as many other American people, what are you referring to? Is that why you are holding back to taking out Iran's nuclear facility and their military sanctions? I will Israel, sanction talks are working with North Korea, nor are they going to work with Iran. 20 years of history proves that and shows that. What Israel needs right now is the United States to be her ally side by side with her, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen because Obama, Mr. President, seems to be breaking the ties and pushing this off. As pushing Israel into a corner. Almost like you are almost pushing Israel into a corner, forcing them into a war. And who are we? The United States administration and president, who are we to tell Israel what they can build and what they can't build and what they can and can't do as if Obama is some type of global leader? You know, that is just absurd. And Mr. President, I ask you today, on December the 17th, 2009, are you going to stand up and remain allies with Israel? Or are you going to cut the ties? And if you're going to cut the ties and no longer be allies, then I tell you, myself, along with many other Americans, will be ashamed, greatly ashamed, if the United States does not come in and help Israel and take out Iran's nuclear facility. And Israel knows, you know, we got a poll that less than 4% of Israelis trust Obama. And I would say I have to believe the same with the Israelis poll. But still, I will be so ashamed, and as many other Americans will be so ashamed, that our president, our leader of the United States, did not stand up, or will not stand up, with Israel side by side. Because of what reason? Iran's a Muslim Islamic nation? I don't know. Mr. President, maybe you could tell people. I don't know. But I do know one thing, that God's hand is on Israel, and we need to continue to pray for her. And even if the United States does disengage and Obama chooses to break away and not to be allies with Israel, we'll continue to pray for Israel and support Israel in every which way we can. But I will be ashamed of the government and administration that we have if we break ties and allies with Israel. May God bless you with wisdom. May God bless Israel. And may you all keep praying for Israel. For time is running short, very short. God bless you all. Thanks.